Well, Jerome Powell gave us exactly what we were looking for, a whole lot of what we were expecting. So he basically said what we thought he was going to say. He's got to wait and see to see what the Trump tariffs are going to do and what negotiations are going to happen. If, obviously if negotiations go well, I think things are going to probably trend upward. If things don't go well, obviously things might trend downward. However, they're happy with where they're keeping rates right now. And you know what? I do optimistically think that these trade deals are going to go optimistically. We already know, at least according to Scott Bessent, who's the Secretary of the Treasury, we already know that India is basically a done deal. They're probably just working out like the tweaks of that right now. We know that China and Scott Bessent are going to be talking in Switzerland later this week. That was bullish news yesterday, and it made the crypto market boost up quite a bit. Also, what brought the crypto market up possibly was this idea that China is now stimulating even more their economy. And I saw one report today that the Federal Reserve is secretly stimulating behind the scenes, potentially. Looks like they bought $20 billion-ish, a little bit over $20 billion worth of 3-year treasuries. So again, entering liquidity into the market, and Bitcoin tends to like that, and Bitcoin shot up. Alts are doing well too. Blue chip alts went and held well and shot up a little bit as well. So let's see what the market continues to do. You know what? Now the CME group, last time I checked today, it says that there wasn't going to be a rate cut in June, maybe in July. So you know what? We just got to wait and see. I was thinking that maybe it would be in June, but that was just based off of the CME group, predictions. So now the CME group predictions are now leaning more towards July. And here's the reason why I think, humbly, is I personally think the reason they're holding off projecting that there's going to be some rate cuts is because the stock market isn't doing that bad. Neither is the crypto market, especially the crypto market, which is what we talk about mostly. Bitcoin is around 96, 97,000. That's incredible. Blue chip alts are holding beautifully, in my opinion. XRP is above $2. Solana, I think, was in the 140s. ADA is in the high 60 cents right now. It's doing great, in my humble opinion, from last year. Now, granted, we expected to be in a very, bullish bull market right now. And I still think we are in a bull market. The idea that people are saying we're in a bear market, I just don't get, because when Bitcoin's around $97,000, we're not in a bear market. That is incredible where Bitcoin's at. And people are like, yeah, but it dropped from 109,000. Yeah, welcome to crypto is all I gotta say. Crypto's crazy volatile. It's gonna continue to be volatile because you cannot have major upswings if you don't have major downswings. And you also have to deal with, boring consolidation, which is what we're in right now. Basically, what it comes down to, and what Jerome Powell had reiterated over and over and over in his press conference was that tariffs. It all has to do with tariffs and what the executive branch is going to negotiate with our trade partners. That's what it comes down to. That's how we know what the markets are going to do. This gives direction for the Federal Reserve, whether they need to cut rates or not, because who knows, maybe they won't even need to cut rates if the markets continue to go up, if we get good trade deals. Because really, that, in my humble opinion, I think that's what's really holding the markets back. Because every single time we get just a little glimmer of hope for the tariff situation to alleviate, the markets rip. So let's see what the future holds. But all in all, still bullish on the crypto market. I think we're still in a bull market, and things are not looking that bad.